Some of the common compensations with the scapula are mostly related to either the spine or the glenohumeral joint. So if we don't have a big circle, it's okay. It's just telling us that we can't currently do that, and it's giving us a finding that we can work towards. We can build that in. There's a lot of control issues here, but there's also a lot of tissue quality things that can pop up between the spine and the shoulder blade, between the shoulder blade and the humerus, the arm bone. So a lot of the compensations have to do with the spine. So as we move, let's turn toward the camera. As we move up, a lot of times we'll see either the spine lean away, or sometimes we'll even see the head tilt forward. So we want, or toward. So we want to make sure that we keep alignment with everything else. A lot of times we'll see, go ahead and turn to the side again. We'll see the arm, the elbow bend, or the arm rotate. Yeah, either of those. So you notice that now we're bending the elbow and we're kind of rotating out a little bit. He's even flexing to the side a little bit. So nothing else moves, and it will limit your motion. You're going to want to rotate the arm forward. You're gonna wanna move the rest of the spine so you can get as much movement as you can, but we want a very clear picture of what the scapula is capable of right now. So we know if it's a problem, we know if it's a priority, and we get an idea of what the baseline is, and then as we move forward, you can see how much improvement you get and how much freer it feels. And you obviously, you have a shoulder injury,
Yep.
And so how is that feeling?
It feels really good actually, and this is one of the things even through the rehab process that I was doing that really assisted not only the motor control side of it, but like releasing of certain tissues because of going through that fluid control. I would say one of the things that was difficult initially is that you see someone do it that has like a beautiful version of it,
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, I want that. So then you try like really, really hard, and when we try too hard, you find that those other structures like 100% of the time are going to play. So I think like one of the biggest things that I took away from it was how to kind of take it slow and really own each individual component of it, and then start to challenge the range of motion throughout that. Because if I went too fast too soon, I would inherently use other things, and it felt like I was doing more, but really I was like patterning the wrong aspects of it. So it's hard to know what that feels like. So that's where the filming and watching yourself, because you can see those cheats really easy. They're very blatant at that point.
And that's a good point too. Going back to some of the irradiation or the tension that we create in the rest of our body, when we can create 30% tension or so, and that's for our morning routine. As we get more advanced, you'll create even more tension, but you create just enough tension, you're not shaking, you just feel firm everywhere. Then that gives an opportunity for us to move the joint we're concentrating on freely, but not to the point where we're compensating or freezing everything else up. We want to feel like you can have a relaxed jaw. You want to feel like you can move fluidly without the rest of the body moving. That's what the tension's for. It's not to bear down and try to get as much out of it as you can. This is the assessment. This is our morning routine. This isn't their level 2 or level 3 CAR that's more advanced, and you're going to create as much tension as possible. So just be easy on yourself, but most importantly, isolate and make sure you get a good viewing angle of this when you're videoing yourself so that you can refer back to it and see how much progress you're making.